Hi everyone, in today's lesson, I will give you the revision on section 8.1 before the section quiz. And for the yellow box, these are the questions that you can do before the section quiz. And in this video, I will talk about two questions. The first one is question 11, and the second one is the question 53. So let's start with question 11. So in this question, it asks you to find the number of real solutions of the simultaneous equation. Okay, so for question 11, we have two equations. The first one is x squared minus 4y squared plus 20 equal to 0. And the second equation is x plus 3y minus 5 equal to 0. Okay, and we will start with equation 2. And we have to make either x or y to be the subject. So in this case, x is more convenient for us. Okay, so x is equals to negative 3y plus 5. And this is our equation 3. Afterwards, we can substitute the equation 3 back into the equation 1. So we substitute 3 into 1, so that we have negative 3y plus 5 squared minus 4y squared plus 20 equal to 0. Okay, then we have to do the expansion, so please don't forget the formula, okay, which is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared and we have 9y squared minus 30y plus 25 minus 4y squared plus 20 equals to 0. So after the expansion, we can do the simplification by grouping the like terms. Okay, so that we have 5y squared minus 30y plus 45 equals to 0. Okay, then we have to further simplify it by dividing both sides with 5. And finally, we have y squared minus 6y plus 9 equal to 0. Okay, so that we get a quadratic equation. But be careful, back to the question. The question is asking you the number of real solutions instead of asking you to solving it. So in this question, we have two ways to do it. Okay, so for the first method, we solve it. Okay, so for y squared minus 6y plus 9 equal to 0, by solving it, we will know that the result will be y minus 3, y minus 3, so that we get the answer of y equals to 3 with repeated. Okay, then we have to also find the value of x using the equation 3, x equals to negative 3y plus 5. Okay, so we substitute y equals to 3 back into the equation 3, and we get the answer of negative 4. Okay, so finally, we know that x and y are repeated with only one solutions. Okay, then in this case, we know that there is one real solution. So, as the question is asking you the number of real solutions, so for method 2, we can make use of the delta with the formula b squared minus 4ac. Okay, and for delta, there are three situations. Delta greater than 0, delta equal to 0, or delta smaller than 0. Okay, so for delta greater than 0, it represents there are two distinct real roots. Okay, and for delta equals to 0, it represents there is one double root. Okay, and finally, delta smaller than 0, it represents there is no real root. Okay, so back to the question. Now we have the equation y squared minus 6y plus 9 equal to 0. Okay, so in this equation, a equals to 1, b equals to -6, and c equals to 9. Then we can get the value for delta, okay, which is b squared minus 4ac, which is 36 minus 36, and finally it is 0. So therefore we know that in this equation there is only one double root. Okay, so finally we can answer the question. There is one real solution. Then let's take a look of question 53. So in the question, there is a square ABCD and also 4 identical triangles. Okay, that means for the 4 green triangles, they are all the same. So if one side of the triangle is XCM, then the other one will be YCM. So similarly, if one side is YCM, then the other side will be XCM. Okay, also, it is given that the length of the edge, that means the length of ABCD, is 60 cm. Okay, so if the length of ABCD is 60 cm, that means every side, each of the side will be 60 divided by 4, which is 15 cm. Okay, then the question asks you to find the values of x and y. So, as there are two unknowns, that means we have to set up two equations. Okay, so for the first one, it is obvious that is x plus y equals to 21. Okay, so I will make y to be the subject, then we have 21 minus x, which is the first equation. Then for the second equation, I will make use of the triangle. Okay, with the aid of Pythagoras theorem, then we will know that x squared plus y squared equals to square of 15. Okay, so that we have x squared plus y squared equals to 225. Okay, so we can substitute 1 into 2, so that for the second equation, the y will be substituted as 21 minus x, and we have x squared plus 21 minus x squared equals to 225. Then again, we have to do the expansion, and we have x squared plus a squared plus 2ab plus b squared equals to 225. Okay, and we have x squared plus 441 minus 42x plus x squared equals to 225. Then we will do the simplification so that we have 2x squared minus 42x plus 441 minus 225 equal to 0. Afterwards, we can divide both sides by 2. Okay, then we have the quadratic equation x squared minus 21x plus 108 equal to 0. And we can factorize it and solve it. And we have x minus 12, x minus 9 equal to 0. Finally, we can get the two results. X equals to 12 or x equals to 9. So again, we can make use the equation 1 again to find the corresponding value of y. Which is 9 or 12. Okay, so we have two sets of solutions. Okay, so finally, as we don't know x or y which one is longer, so therefore we have to present the answer with two sets of solutions. So we know that when x equals to 12, y will be equals to 9, or x equals to 9, y will be equals to 12.